Hi, this is Mike again. Today I want to talk to you about another cultural issue, religious freedom. The First Amendment to the United States Constitution begins, "Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof." Fast forward almost 250 years, and religious freedom is one of the most pressing issues in American culture today. Let's take a look at some of the concerns surrounding this debate. First of all, what is religious freedom? Religious freedom is more than the freedom to worship in a synagogue, church, or mosque. It means people shouldn't have to go against their core values and beliefs in order to conform to culture or government. Religious freedom protects people's right to live, speak, and act according to their beliefs, peacefully and publicly. It protects their ability to be themselves at work, in class, and at social activities. Okay, that sounds good. But does such freedom allow people to do whatever they want under the cover of religion? Well, that answer is no. The Supreme Court has said the federal government may limit religious freedom, but only when it has a compelling interest to do so, in order to protect the common good and limit people's ability to harm others. Here's how that applies to the most common allegation in religious freedom cases today: charges of discrimination. Should florists, photographers, and bakers be forced to provide their services for same-sex weddings and celebrations that violate their religious beliefs? Well, let's flip the question. Should a lesbian graphic designer or printer be forced to create a flyer for a religious group's rally opposing same-sex marriage? In both cases, the answer should be no. There are plenty of other bakers that provide cakes for same-sex weddings, and there are other graphic artists a religious group can hire. Additionally, in neither example is a person or group being denied a service because of who they are. It's because of the specific service they are requesting. In these cases, there is not a compelling interest for the government to interfere. That is very different from Jim Crow laws that mandated segregation based on racial supremacy. These laws prevented all individuals and businesses, regardless of their personal beliefs, from opening their doors and providing their services to African Americans. These laws enforced widespread discrimination and denied African Americans basic necessities. The government absolutely had a compelling interest to interfere. And that's why the answer to this next question is very important. Does religious freedom mean religious people get special rights? No. Religious freedom prevents the cultural majority from using the power of the state to impose their beliefs on others. This protects everyone, religious and non-religious alike, from the government becoming so powerful that it can tell people what to think and how to act. Conscience has been considered the individual's most sacred right. A government that intrudes on conscience will not hesitate to intrude on our other freedoms. Additionally, forcing individuals and faith-based organizations to choose between living out their religious beliefs or serving their neighbors actually harms our communities. Did you know that an estimated 350,000 religious congregations operate schools, pregnancy resource centers, soup kitchens, drug addiction programs, homeless shelters and adoption agencies? These efforts serve 70 million Americans each year, and the value of their services are estimated at over $1 trillion annually. Ultimately, everyone benefits from religious freedom. The concept of religious freedom in education has been a contentious issue throughout history, particularly in the United States, where the separation of church and state is ingrained in the Constitution. One of the key points of contention in recent years has been the gradual removal of Christianity from the education system and the rise of secular humanism as a prominent belief system. Secular humanism can be defined as a theistic philosophy or worldview that focuses on reason, ethics, and human flourishing rather than religious beliefs. It is often associated with a scientific understanding of the world and a commitment to human rights and social justice. Secularism promotes the idea that individuals can lead moral and fulfilling lives without relying on supernatural beliefs. In public schools today, secular humanism is often promoted through a focus on science, critical thinking skills, and diversity. For example, science classes typically teach evolution and climate change, which may conflict with creationist beliefs held by some Christian students. Schools also emphasize the importance of tolerance and acceptance of diversity, including different religious beliefs, sexual orientations, and gender identities. Additionally, some schools may offer secular humanist clubs or organizations that promote humanist values and ethics. The transition from Christianity to secular humanism in education has been a gradual process that can be traced back to key events and decisions throughout history. One of the landmark cases that shaped the separation of church and state in education was the Supreme Court decision in Engel v. Vitale in 1962, which ruled that state-sponsored prayer in public schools was unconstitutional. This decision set the precedent for the exclusion of religious practices from public school settings. Over the years, the Supreme Court has issued various rulings that have further limited the role of religion in public schools. For example, the court ruled in Lemon v. Kurtzman in 1971 that government aid to private religious schools violated the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. These decisions have led to a more secular approach to education that prioritizes neutrality and inclusivity. As a result, the current education system clashes with certain Christian beliefs and values. For example, most Christian parents object to the teaching of evolution or LGBTQ inclusive curriculum in schools. Additionally, the absence of prayer or religious symbols in public schools may be seen as a rejection of Christian traditions, especially on occasions where this practice is private versus public. In many cases, students from Muslim backgrounds are allowed to practice their beliefs at school while Christians are not. The implications of this shift from Christianity to secular humanism in education are multifaceted. On one hand, promoting secular humanist values in schools tries to foster critical thinking skills, empathy, and respect for diversity. It can also help create a more inclusive and pluralistic society that values individual rights and freedoms. However, some critics argue that the exclusion of religious beliefs from education can marginalize religious students and undermine the cultural heritage of Christianity in Western society. The evolution of Christianity being removed from the education system and the rise of secular humanism as a prominent belief system raise important questions about religious freedom in education. By providing a historical overview of this transition and analyzing its implications on students and society, we can better understand the complexities of this issue and foster respectful dialogue and engagement. It is essential for educators, policymakers, and the public to consider how to balance religious freedom with secular values in a diverse and ever-changing world. Religious freedom should cover all people equally. Christians, Jews, Muslims, agnostics and atheists. Religious freedom preserves America's diversity where people of different faiths, worldviews and beliefs can peacefully live together without fear of punishment from the government. Efforts to repress religious freedom is not just an attack on individual liberty and human dignity but on the very foundation that has made America strong. To study more about the events that are occurring today, watch some of our other videos. Nehemiah Reset's mission is to assist Christians in developing a biblical worldview as it pertains to relevant cultural and biblical issues. We seek to inform Christ's followers, equip them, and mobilize them into action to vote for their biblical values and to actively engage the culture. We are also committed to help Christians and non-believers develop a better biblical view. Nehemiah Reset produces videos and ebooks to assist members of the church in developing a biblical worldview when it comes to cultural issues. We produce videos on key topics like public school indoctrination, the woke agenda, sex education equity and inclusion, climate change, immigration, religious freedom, and much, much more. To learn more about Nehemiah Reset or to watch some of our videos about the culture and to build your biblical worldview, go to our website at nehemiahreset.org or our Rumble.com channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Thank you for watching this video from Nehemiah Reset. We hope you found it informative and helpful.
Thank you for watching this video from Nehemiah Reset. We hope you found it informative and helpful. Our mission is to assist Christians in developing a biblical worldview as it pertains to relevant cultural issues. We seek to inform Christ's followers, equip them, and mobilize them into action to vote for their biblical values and to actively engage the culture. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our Rumble, YouTube and Facebook channels. You can also visit our website at nehemiahreset.org to learn more about our vision, our resources, and our upcoming events. Thank you for your support and God bless you.